Hello all, welcome back to Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Resurrection. Of course, game operator and narrator Soul. We have a little bit of a threat problem going on that we really need to deal with before we can actually tackle mission 10 here. And the reason behind that one is because everything is right through the roof for repair costs, build costs, everything. So if we wanted to get the BSG 75 switched over to the 4 Battlestar Fleet, that Battlefleet Gungnir has been running to some fairly good success, we need to deal with this issue. And there's a couple ways of doing it. One, we could, for example, trade in a bunch of ships here to drop the threat a fair bit, then trade in the rest of them for Tilium if need be, or we could try and do some missions. So it's kind of a catch-22. Like, we could do the missions fairly quickly. I think with Battlefleet Gungnir, we would bring the threat down a fair bit. I think each one of these is like minus 17, so it does stack fairly quick. The other issue is whether or not we actually have enough Tilium to retrofit BSG 75 into the 4 Battlestar Fleet that we're looking for. But we'll worry about that as things progress. So for now, Tilium, it's a little expensive, but we'll jump. We'll get into this fight. I would like to start building just because we have actual, maybe another turn here. But that 50% build cost is pretty painful. So what I'm going to do is I actually am going to trade one of these ships. Then we're going to drop the Cylon threat by 10. Which does get rid of that painful build cost. It's only 20% now. We could probably drop it one more. Build costs are still there. Still there. We're still at the red line. Dang it. All right, that's a little bit better. So, for everybody else, rush to Jupiter. And what we can do, get the rest for Tilium. We will get this Celestra over to BSG 75 as it does need one. Let's just make sure we got enough to cover our supply costs. There, we're good. All right, let's get into the fight. What I'm planning on doing is actually taking the veteran ships from Battlefleet Gungnir and switching them over to BSG 75 for the mission, just to make things a little bit easier. And then we can, that is 9 ships. Then we can go ahead and roll the new ships into Vulture's fleet, and away we go. All right, I think everything is covered. Let's bring the fleet in.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Multiple Dratus contacts, all hostile. Time for a good old-fashioned brawl, Commander.
All right, Celestra. Start plating up the Lex if you could.
Launching drones. I'm on it, Commander.
Fleet to turn and burn.
Launching mines.
And spam the crap out of these debris mines.
Launching mines. Yes, sir.
Greatest marks are tagged.
So say we all.
All right, that should be a good position for the debris field.
Drinks on the first nugget to lose their kill slot.
All right, the launches are out. Not many. That's okay.
I'm on it, Commander.
One more turn before we get some more to launch.
Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostiles.
Open racks and engage. Watch your intervals, people.
That is a bunch of torpedoes. All right, Vipers. And Taipans. Defend the Lex. Let's see if we can get away without actually having to turn to user flax. Next field set up in this general direction.
Launching mines.
I'm gonna raise our profile slightly. Just to see if those torpedoes go underneath us.
Weapons free, prepare for engagement.
Missiles incoming.
All went right to Celestra, and Celestra really raised you, and it actually went after you. Really? Well, now I'm a little curious. And navigation's going to going to crap, but let's see if we can save it.
Celestra is taking damage.
That's a yes. Well, get that navigation fixed. Man. Well, it is what it is. Not a whole lot of fighters in this group, though. Get everybody off to the side, see if we can draw somebody out. Maybe get eyes on.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, they don't want to play. Raptors. Let's get you moving.
Confirmed squadron target.
Yeah, we get some flak up.
Launching drones. Yes, Commander. So say we all. IFX, come back hostile.
That's a bunch of nemesises. All right.
Squadron is taking fire.
They're all going for the Celestra again. I'm going to drop you down underneath everybody. All right, we got better eyes on now. Taipans. Vipers, we'll get you on that nemesis. Rockets off on that one. Let's paint this one. I'll get that one painted as well.
Yes, Commander. Got it.
We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back.
Come back hostile. Hostile mine detected.
And where, pray tell, is that mine? No, being launched right ahead of us. Taipans almost have the Revenant down, which is good. We got bombers. Heavy raider coming in. Me. Vipers almost have the Nemesis. Arachne has no top armor, which is good. Now that Nemesis is going to be a problem, though. And with that mine incoming, we're going to have to start turning.
Missiles incoming.
Firing solution is online.
One Nemesis down. One Revenant down. Vipers, where are you going? Taipans, I want you on that Revenant. That Nemesis is about done. Arachne's getting a little too close for comfort.
Yes, sir.
Scrambler mine. Okay, so nothing really too overly dangerous.
Celestra is taking damage.
Come on, come on, come on. Nothing but the rain.
They want that Celestra. They want it bad.
Confirmed squadron target.
Far away, probably too far away to paint any targets. Yes, yeah. Paint that target, please.
Battlestar is being hacked.
Well, I most certainly did not kill that Nemesis in time, which is a shame. But that's all right. We're plating up to Jupiter, so that was 0 damage. We're about to have a whole bunch of Arachnes get underneath us, though, and that's not good. Currently painting that target, you're painting that target. Taipans. He's gone. Guys on that. Vipers. Moving on that.
Salvo launch ready. Yes, sir.
Escort priority 1 still online. Switching gun to manual.
All right, Flak is holding. How's the Lex doing? You could use some more armor. Not bad, though. Taipan's already engaging the second target. That other Arachne's almost dead. You're out of missiles. You're reloading. You have missiles.
Missile tubes prepped.
And... that looks like a whole lot of no missiles. Just a bunch of PCMs. Perfect. I'm gonna go full attack for this one.
Adjusting shot by .13. Fire.
One Arachne down. Two.
Give me manual controls now.
Third one's gonna live a little while longer.
So say we all.
But not that much longer.
No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
Done and done.
All hostile marks are down. I'll let Ministry know we did their job for them.
All right, replay incoming.
Greatest marks are tagged.
Drinks on the first nugget to lose their kill slot. Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostiles.
Open racks and engage. Watch your intervals, people.
Weapons free, prepare for engagement.
Go, go, go!
We're gonna hammer the frackers till they can't get back up. Come on, come on, come on.
Nothing but the rain.
Escort priority 1 still online.
Switching gun to manual.
Adjusting shot by .13. Fire. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now. No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
All right, not a bad little push. I think we'll take that one. That should give us enough Tilium. Actually, maybe just shy of. No, it's just enough. Okay. And get rid of the rest of the ships. And then BSG 75. Let's have a look at you. You already have the Hades, so I can detach you. All right, everybody else. You traded out of here. All right, BSG 75 repaired. And I was talking about transferring these ships. That way she had a veteran fleet going with her. And I think I could do this fairly easy. All right. BSG 75 is back in business. Repair that. Mild damage to everything, that's all right. All right, BSG 75, let's get you jumping. Get you on the mission marker. Mission 10, what do we got?
Galactica Actual. I am Lachesis. You struggle against an immutable future. The might of the Cylon Empire collects within striking distance of your beating hearts. Yet you still pull apart your homes, looking for one more rock you can carve into a primitive blade. I will not ask for surrender. I have attempted warfare, both lawful and not. My weapon would have healed every disorder you have inflicted on God's lands. But like cockroaches, you will not go quietly. Your continued resistance has triggered contingencies within Cylon Command. His will is no longer manifest in me. I would rather find glory for him in combat than subservience under another. You too should consider death a preferable alternative than what is to come. I await Galactica's arrival above Oranu.
So the received transmission was heavily encoded and transmitted by a lone raider, along with coordinates for a landing zone above Oranu, the holy capital of Geminon. Geminon, Jesus. Geminon. Strategic analysis of Cylon activity confirms that Lachesis is losing access to Cylon Command, and that many auxiliary fleets are repositioning outside of Seranus. Scout reports indicate the majority of Cylon fleets remain mustered within the red line of colonial targets. This is going to increase the threat by 28. Ugh. Disgusting. Well, let's get into it. Only 5 ships. Only 5 ships, he says. Yeah, I don't know about that one. And we got Viper 2s and Taipans. We should. We do.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Cylon marks are present. All due respect, sir, this is straight out of the Yard playbook. They swear it'll be a fair one-on-one, all the while they've got their whole squad waiting around the corner.
That has been my experience as well. As the ambusher, obviously. There's no such thing as a fair fight.
This whole venture is the posturing of a brawler with nothing left. Either Lachesis survives long enough to be replaced, or it goes out in glory. The Admiralty agrees that we avail the robot of its dying wish. Engage the enemy.
Okay, well then, let's get our birds in the air
Launching
first
fighters.
off. I don't know if we're gonna get any jump-ins. I'm really hoping not, but
Yes, sir.
what I want and what happens tends to be two different things. Try and turn burn.
I'm on it, Commander.
And with two locations for squadrons to come at us, let's do
Launching mines.
fuel right in the center. Don't know how effective that's going to be, but it's still something.
Action stations, action stations! This is not a drill! Check your solutions before engaging.
Launching drones.
I forgot plating. That's awesome.
Escort clearance.
Hostile mine detected.
Priority 1 is in safe hands.
You solid, Marine? Speak your mind before we start taking hits.
Do the Cylons' motivations not bother you, sir? Attempted genocide, suicidal last stands. I do not believe any god, Cylon or otherwise, would find glory in lives discarded like this.
The Cylons don't value life like us. Or death, for that matter.
Ares does not require death. Not mine, not my enemies. The Lord of Crisis wants us to triumph over ourselves.
You heard that recording of them. Sounds like the higher-up toasters have a problem overcoming each other, let alone anyone else.
External strife comes from internal crises not yet confronted. For all their talk of service to a higher power, the Cylons have yet to display the ability for introspection. That makes for an unpredictable opponent.
I don't know where those torpedoes are going. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to get the Celestia the heck out of the way this time.
So say we all.
Just in case. I'm not going to give everybody a hard turn. Just to get out of the way of these torpedoes. One more turn for more debris mines.
Come on, come on, come on.
Those torpedoes are turning for unguided missiles. That's very impressive. I don't, I do not subscribe to them being dumb guided missiles. It's not in the Cylon's hands, that's for sure. Okay, well, that's a conundrum. What do...
Yes, Commander.
I guess the most sensible thing to do then is get everybody out of the way. And then we can start dealing with these missiles as they come in.
Squadron is taking fire.
There we go. There's the jumps I was waiting on.
Dratus contacts. I told you, Lachesis is not going to go out alone.
And neither will we. Send the signal out, Lieutenant. We'll have reinforcements of our own soon enough.
Ooh, do we? Oh. Are we going to bring in the other ships of the other fleet? Because that'd be kind of cool. It's a shame their formation's a mess, but that's all right. And their loadout is terrible. Uh-oh. Well. Vipers, I guess we'll just get you to work.
Got it.
Taipans, we'll just have you pop stuff. We'll see if these guys are going to drop a bunch of fighters on us. All right, well, let's get the battle line forming.
Hostile unit identified.
Revenant detected.
Hostile unit identified.
Great. I've got 4-4, upper 7 targeting.
All right, Taipans, we're gonna retask you. Get that out of the way, please. The Revenant targeted.
Salvo launch ready.
We do have that other one behind us here. I'm not overly worried of that just yet. Patching up that Artemis.
Yes, Commander.
can't get back up.
Come on, wreck the Revenant. Revenant down. Perfect. All right, good news. It's not as much of a mess as I thought it was going to be. At least yet, anyways. What do you have? Scramblers. I'm not worried about that. Phobos. Taipan's going to retask you. Take out the Phobos. Vipers are engaging fighters, which is good. Stay on, paint that target. Paint the Phobos.
Yes, sir. So say we all.
All right.
Missiles incoming. Friendly squadron is dark. More Dratus contacts. All hostile.
Hold out a little longer.
I was going to say, where's my reinforcements? You just said they'd be going to be here shortly. Oh, man. All right. That Nemesis is about done. That Phobos is having a bad day. That other Nemesis is gone. Other Phobos is coming in. Taipans. You're at work. That one focusing down.
Yes, sir. Missiles incoming.
Fire solution is online.
Dratus contacts. Friendly IFFs. About time the bench showed up.
All right, so we got reinforcements. Not what the fleet was. Oh. Well then, all right. This is going to be acceptable. We got 2 Minotaurs. 2... nope. 1 Adamant and 1 Ranger. All right, so Ranger, what do you got? Guided. Immediately dump your missiles. Adamants. Get your Vipers in the air.
Missile tubes prepped.
Yeah, I think we'll do this. Minotaur. Full attack. Rip them up. This is kind of going to be a fighting retreat back to the battle line, but that's all right.
So say we all. Got it. So say we all.
All right, Taipans. Who do you got for targets? Get him removed. Viper's still doing work cleaning up fighters. We still have at least 1 Raptor squad out.
Missile tubes prepped.
Get that target painted, and let's get to work.
Target is 34 by 99.
Well, you just tried to shotgun torpedoes, so that worked out well for him, didn't it? Tried to immediately delete the adamant. Yep, that worked out real well for you. Phobos is about down. Talon's down. Arachne in the rear. Not gonna last much longer.
Yes, Commander.
Our two Vipers already trying to intercept missiles. Good job. Let the battle line pass directly underneath our reinforcements.
Nothing.
Hand on my tail. Take it down. Take it down.
Lion Nets have come back hostile.
Adamant. Yeah, they still managed to shotgun you pretty hard. What is that? Kratos. Kratos? That's a beefy boy. Eh. Cool ship, not gonna last long.
Confirmed squadron target.
Vipers, finish cleaning the sky, please. Alright, immediate threat is over. Get you guys this side of the battle line. Celestra. They're patching up this adamant.
Yes, Commander.
Wherever once on this side, we'll reform and engage the rest of the group.
It's gonna take
Missiles incoming.
Wait. God damn.
Missiles incoming.
There, nothing like dragging all those missiles through the flak field. Adamant, you're not in the clear yet. I actually need you to dive down to finish dragging those missiles into the flak field. We'll rise up a little bit to meet them. All right, Ranger, you can turn your boost off as well.
Yes, Commander.
I mean, if he's the biggest target, we might as well use him. It would appear too that we, sorry, excuse me, it would appear that we have much more unidentified targets in the rear. Let's have a look at this back line, see what's there.
Switching gun to manual. I'm hit. I'm hit. I'm hit.
Alert squadron T-42 by 73 for flak projection.
I don't think Viper's going to win this one. Let's get the Taipans to assist.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what we can do. Battle line, just keep swimming, you'll be fine. As far as the Minotaurs go, though, let's start getting these guys lined up. Adamant, congratulations on surviving. Ranger. You should be above the flak field.
Target locked and watch for clear. Not today.
Missiles incoming.
Not today.
Hostile unit identified.
Lachesis, your life is no longer yours to throw away. Come to me. Ours will be as God wants it to be.
At your post. I, by your command.
Cool story, bro. So what, are you going to jump away now? I desire a final fight. And then he's like, ah, nah, it's cool. I'm all right. I got better, though. Okay, well, that can go away. Now focus that thing. And let's get the Minotaurs lined up here.
I'm on it, Commander.
That's our target if we can hit it. Might actually get the Adamant to move in formation with the Ranger.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Target locked.
Friendly squadron is dark.
He's gone.
The command base star has jumped from the engagement zone.
Clean up the remaining forces. Lachesis may have fled, but we can at least give Geminon a clear sky.
Well, that I can do. Vipers, we still got 3 squads of Vipers in. This Raptor's got no more missiles. That's a shame. Cerberus is almost whacked, which I will gladly take. That looks like a bomber squadron coming in. Jupiter, black up.
Yes, Commander.
That should get over the flak field.
Missiles incoming.
Get him! Get him!
Missiles incoming.
Target acquisition
Nope.
screwed.
Not enough.
Visual controls now.
Not enough over the flak field. I go full attack. No point in holding back now. Those guys are in formation. Not ideal having the Minotaur that high, but not really much I can do if I still want to protect him from incoming missiles.
Friendly squadron is gone.
Like this.
Optimizing firing solutions.
Circuit right. Missiles incoming. I'm fitting.
Right at the very cusp. I dare say we may have actually won this air battle. Taipans. You on the Phobos. Vipers are cleaning up. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Cancel flak and get the guns firing again. I think we have some time. We do.
We're taking fire.
Oh, is he going to dodge it? No, he did. All right, Taipans. Only the Arachne.
Squadron target.
Raptor, get back there and let's see what's back here. Black back up.
So say we all.
He got one missile off. Perfect.
IFS have come back hostile. Yes, sir.
And Raptor. Can you paint the target? You can. Well, that's going to suck for him. Like everybody else in the back doesn't have missiles, so I think we could probably boost around here. Let's get ourselves closing in.
Got it.
If the Taipans don't wrap things up first. They're already through his front armor. That is disgusting.
Yes, Commander.
And his right armor. They almost haven't killed. This Cerberus is almost dead. Okay. I mean, we're boosted to try and get into play, but I don't think it's going to matter. That's Cerberus down.
That got a little messy.
Oh, he gets to survive for one turn. And that's all he's going to get.
Time to clean up and go home.
Done and
All
done.
Cylon ships have been destroyed. Or fled. Yeah, we made that toaster run, didn't we? Yeah.
Set fleet to condition 2 and start cleanup. We'll have time to celebrate after.
Is there anything to celebrate here, sir? We've just confirmed a third IL is now active in Cylon Command.
Let our people have their victory, Sergeant. No doubt we've got difficult times ahead of us. We'll take the wins where we can.
All right, replay incoming.
Action stations, action stations. This is not a drill. Check your solutions before engaging. Escort clearance zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Come on, come on, come on.
Great. I've got 4-4, upper 7 targeting. We're gonna hammer the trackers till they can't get back up. Firing solution is online. Target is 34599. Nothing but the rain.
Tin can on my tail. Take it down, take it down. Crap, wait. God damn it, they got me. Switching gun to manual. I'm hit.
Alert squadrons to keep fortitude by 73 for flight projections. Keep your target locked and watch for clearance. Not today, Cracker. Not today.
Focusing my kill slot. Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Target locked and firing.
Reloading.
Firing on target. Get him!
Target acquisition is screwed. Get me manual controls now. Got him. Optimizing firing solution. Turkey right 5, forward 3, I'm committing. Time to clean up and go home.
All right, not bad. Pretty effective mission, actually. Getting the reinforcements was pretty neat. It would have been cooler if it was like any of our other supporting ships. But, you know, I'm not going to turn that down. That was actually pretty neat.
Truth is, the first sergeant was right. Once you look behind the curtain, you realize there isn't much to celebrate. Lachesis was a destructive force, but it was also a known factor. This third IL disrupts everything we've known about the war for the last 5 years. Our one consolation? The new arrival is as much an upheaval for Cylon Command as it is for us. We suspected their hierarchy was unstable, but the intel leaks cemented the theory. For what it's worth, I don't believe Clothos leaked those recordings to us. As much as those ILs bickered, it'd take a lot more than a couple of arguments about God to force a betrayal like that. So for now, we continue what we're already doing. Keep Galactica in the air. Beat back the Cylons one battle at a time. Keep our people back home safe. Whoever's leaking that intel, they'll show their face. Eventually.
All right, well, that's the end of the Resurrection DLC. If I had anything that I would like to say that I really enjoyed and really did enjoy for this DLC, I would have to say for certain, the map. Like, compared to the other aspects of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, I really enjoyed the system map where you had to defend the colonies. I think that was a really good map layout because it forced you to use multiple fleets to hold choke points, put fleets in defensive positions over colonies. All of that, I think, was a great idea, especially seeing how the war is supposed to have continued and now we're in an active engagement zone. It would have been a great idea to sure maybe start, like if you really wanted to start the first couple battles on the bridge of the Galactica, and then once you gain access to the first system, then you get back to that system map where you start pushing back out again and retaking the colonies or defending the colonies and getting your income and Tilium and everything else like that. The change, I didn't like the change, mainly because it beelined what you can and can't do into one very, very narrow table. Like if you wanted to do side missions, you had to get there to do those side missions. I get where some people would be upset with that, and that's probably why the change was made. But to me, it makes it make more sense because you're a struggling fleet in the middle of a war zone, and if you want to do those side missions, you have to get that fleet there to do it. To me, that makes sense. Just being able to do it just because it's on the table, not so much. So, you know, it's a little disappointing with that change. So I'm not exactly too sure how I really feel about the Resurrection DLC. It's kind of a hit and miss, I think. Like even the Jupiter 2 version, the upgraded version, kind of felt underwhelming. But then again, maybe that's because the Jupiter 2 is our tank, so it's not going to be firing all its guns anyways. And that kind of gave the role back to the Jupiter to actually go in there and be more of a damage dealer when it wasn't defending other ships in the fleet. So I don't know, that's my personal take on the Taipans. Great. I was a little hesitant about using those until we actually got our hands on them and started using them more. But yeah, like it didn't really drive anyone, or didn't really drive me as a player to really expand on the ships or the research tree as to what it was in the other parts of the game. Now that might be because I've actually played this game enough. You know, I kind of have a better understanding of how the ships work, what's probably going to be good, what's probably going to be bad. But it didn't really force me to really try and climb up that tree like it did in the other aspects or the other parts of the game. So, but again, too, it is a DLC, so I'm not surprised that ladder crawl isn't there like it used to be, or trying to find and unlock things as you go. This is the same thing with the first DLC, Sins and Sacrifice, I think we played in, where everything was already unlocked, or for the most part, everything was unlocked except for like the odd ships that you get that are new. That would have been something that I think would probably be locked beneath, you know, you have to unlock this ship to progress to this ship, would make a little bit more sense. Just how you actually spend your RP points and get a little bit more experience with the ships as you unlock them. But that's just my personal take. All in all, I still love this game. This game is great. I wish the Resurrection DLC was a little bit longer. But again, that's my personal take. If you like this episode, ladies and gentlemen, by all means, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to support the channel at all, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Every little bit does help. In the meantime, stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next series on the channel. Take care, all.
I'm inbound on your starboard. 7 high tech. Eat this, toaster. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.